Long-term fasting. Not just for a few hours, not just for a day, but several days without food. For many, this sounds extreme, dangerous, unnatural, but biologically, something completely different is happening. Your body is built exactly for these phases. Not for constant eating, not for snacks, not for perpetual digestion. It was built for change. Eating, then a pause, then eating again. This used to be normal. Today, we eat constantly. Breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack. The body never gets a break. And this is exactly where the problem begins. Every time you eat, your insulin rises, not just with sugar. Insulin remains elevated, and when insulin stays high, the body cannot burn fat. It stays in storage mode. But with long-term fasting, the opposite happens. You stop eating, insulin drops, your body switches gears. And this is exactly where the first major benefit begins. The body starts burning fat, not just a little, but consistently. The liver produces ketones. These ketones fuel your brain. Stable, consistent, efficient. Many people experience a surprise here. Less hunger, more focus, stable energy. It sounds paradoxical. Several days without food, and yet plenty of energy. But biologically, it makes perfect sense. The body uses stored reserves. And that is exactly what body fat is meant for. Not as a problem, but as energy. Fat is stored time, stored energy, a stored reserve. When you fast, you tap into this reserve. But that's only the first effect. In the next part, we'll look at something even deeper. See you in a moment. After a long time without food, something deeper begins. Autophagy, a state within the body. Cells start breaking down damaged proteins. Old structures are removed. Defective components replaced. The body cleans itself. Not visible, but biologically active. This process is activated by fasting, and the longer the fast, the stronger this effect. The body becomes more efficient, cells are renewed, energy is used more purposefully. But long-term fasting brings even more changes. Inflammation can drop. Metabolism becomes quieter. The body adapts. Many report mental clarity. Others report stable energy. And this is exactly where the most important advantages begin. See you in the next part. Theory is good. Practice is critical. For success, we use the 3F framework: food, fitness, and follow-up. Most importantly, protein priority. 60 to 90 grams daily. This protects your muscle mass during autophagy. A key element is magnesium glycinate. It supports your sleep, relaxes muscles, and regulates cortisol. Magnesium is a cofactor for vitamin D and supports insulin signaling, a true multi-talent for your cells. Don't forget, hydration is a must, but watch your timing. No liquids 30 minutes before or after a meal. Use smaller plates, chew mindfully. The 20-minute rule per meal helps your brain feel satiety. In the final part, we'll talk about mindset and long-term recovery. The 3-pillar model. See you soon. Welcome to the final chapter. The most critical factor for your long-term success is your mindset. Fasting is a mental game. Remember our 3-pillar model: nutrition, activity, and recovery. All 3 must remain balanced. Recovery is often overlooked. Quality sleep regulates your hunger hormones and lowers cortisol levels. Start your journey with our 14-day reset plan. It provides the structure both your body and mind need. You now have the knowledge of insulin, ketones, and autophagy. Put it into action. Your path to better health begins today. Thank you for being part of this journey. Good luck with your reset. I'll see you again soon. Welcome to our masterclass on prolonged fasting. When you abstain from food for an extended period, something remarkable happens within your body. Your body doesn't just start burning fat. It shifts its entire biological strategy to become more efficient. Metabolism slows down its pace, energy becomes more stable, and the entire system works with greater precision. This is where the benefits begin. The first major medical benefit is the significant reduction in insulin levels. This is a crucial turning point for your health. When we eat constantly, insulin remains chronically elevated, keeping the body in a permanent storage mode. In this state, fat burning is essentially blocked. The body focuses on storing energy rather than utilizing its reserves. During a prolonged fast, the opposite occurs. As insulin levels drop, the metabolic block is finally lifted. Your body begins to release stored fat as its primary source of fuel, laying the groundwork for deep metabolic adaptation. In the next part, we will explore how the body converts that fat into ketones for brain power. Stay with us. Once insulin levels have dropped, we reach the next critical stage. The second major benefit is a significant increase in fat burning. In this metabolic state, your body begins to utilize fat as its primary source of fuel, tapping into deep energy reserves. During this process, the liver produces ketones. Think of these as a highly efficient and clean alternative fuel for your system. Most importantly, these ketones power the brain. They provide a steady and unwavering stream of energy for cognitive function. Ketones provide energy without the intense fluctuations or blood sugar crashes often associated with a carbohydrate-based diet. Many people report a new sense of mental clarity, reduced hunger, increased focus, and absolute metabolic stability. It is a form of energy that lasts throughout the day, freeing you from the constant preoccupation with your next meal. This prepares your body for the next fascinating biological process, autophagy. We will explore this in the next chapter. The third major benefit of prolonged fasting is autophagy. This fascinating process begins after a certain period without food. In this state, your cells begin to break down damaged proteins. It's like an internal quality control system. Old cell components are recycled, and defective structures are replaced by new, healthy ones. The body is essentially cleaning itself. This entire process is invisible from the outside, but biologically highly active. It represents renewal at a fundamental level. This state of self-cleaning is significantly amplified by fasting. It's your body's own built-in anti-aging program. The rule here is often the longer the fast, the more potent and effective this cleaning process can become. It is the body's way of shedding excess baggage and creating space for vital new cellular structures. After the cleaning comes the calming of the system. In the next part, we will discuss reduced inflammation. Stay with us. After the cleaning process comes the calming effect. The fourth major benefit of prolonged fasting is reduced inflammation throughout the entire body. Your system begins to operate much more quietly. The immune system shifts its focus, and inflammatory markers can significantly decrease. Many people experience a noticeable reduction in joint discomfort, less swelling, and a newfound sense of physical stability. This leads us to the fifth benefit, metabolic efficiency. The body essentially learns how to use its internal energy far more intelligently. Instead of constantly requiring new energy from external sources, the organism becomes more flexible and optimizes its existing reserves. This flexibility is known as metabolic adaptation. Your body can now seamlessly switch between glucose and fat as its primary fuel source. This adaptation enhances your overall metabolic stability, ensuring a constant and reliable level of energy throughout the day. In our final part, we will discuss mental clarity and the liberation from constant hunger. I'll see you in the next chapter. The sixth major benefit is mental clarity. When the brain utilizes ketones, it provides an incredibly consistent source of energy. Many people report calmer thinking, stable concentration, and significantly less mental fatigue throughout the day. This is because ketones are a constant energy source that remains available regardless of meal timing. Der siebte Vorteil ist die reduzierte Hungerreaktion. Das klingt paradox. Je länger Sie fasten, desto weniger Hunger entsteht oft. Your body adapts. Hormones shift, and since energy remains stable, the brain no longer expects constant food intake. This creates a new kind of inner calm. These benefits prove that prolonged fasting is about far more than just weight loss. It is a complete metabolic adaptation. Your body now operates differently, calmer, more efficient, and more powerful. This marks the start of a new phase in your health. Join us in the next part where we discuss muscle preservation and HGH. See you there. Welcome back. A common myth is that prolonged fasting breaks down muscle mass. However, the opposite is actually true. In this state, the body switches to a protective program. Levels of human growth hormone, or HGH, increase dramatically. HGH ist ein starkes Hormon, das den Erhalt der Muskelmasse sichert, während der Körper auf Fettreserven als Energiequelle zugreift. This surge doesn't just protect tissue, it also accelerates cellular repair and essential healing processes. Think of HGH as a biological shield that grows stronger with every passing hour of your fast. Simultaneously, protein synthesis is optimized to preserve valuable muscle tissue in an incredibly efficient way. The result is improved body composition and a significantly faster regeneration of the entire organism. In our next part, we will explore the amazing world of stem cells and immune system regeneration. I'll see you then. Welcome to the seventh part of our masterclass. Prolonged fasting doesn't just provide a cleaning, it triggers true regeneration. After 2 to 3 days without food, a profound reset of the entire immune system begins. The body breaks down old, inefficient white blood cells to save energy and make room for something new. At the same time, the body's own stem cells are activated, serving as the foundation for complete renewal. These stem cells now begin to build a completely new and significantly more powerful immune system. It's like resetting your body's biological software back to its original factory settings. It's a clean slate for your health. This improves overall resilience and protects your long-term health in a way that few other methods can achieve. In our final part, we will discuss the correct strategy for breaking your fast to preserve these results. Stay with us. Welcome to the final part of our masterclass. Breaking the fast is just as important as the fast itself. It requires the utmost care. After a long break, the digestive system must be reactivated slowly. Start with small, easily digestible portions. Your gut microbiome is particularly receptive in this phase. High-quality nutrients are now crucial for long-term success. Your body needs time to ramp up the production of digestive enzymes again. Do not rush this process under any circumstances. Konzentrieren Sie sich auf gesunde Fette und Proteine, den Insulinspiegel stabil zu halten und die metabolische Anpassung zu festigen. Durch eine kluge Realimentierung bewahren Sie die Vorteile der Autophagie und der hormonellen Regeneration dauerhaft. We have come a long way, from insulin reduction to cellular renewal. This is the foundation for your new health. Thank you for accompanying me on this journey. Use this knowledge for a more vital life. All the best and see you soon. When you fast for longer periods, your body begins to switch gears. Not abruptly, but in distinct biological phases. In the first hours, your body relies on glucose. It's the quick-burning fuel keeping your blood sugar stable. But soon, insulin levels begin to drop. As this happens, your stored sugar reserves start running low. Your body now seeks a new energy source. This is where the shift begins as your system starts mobilizing fat. The liver begins to produce ketones. This is a critical moment for your metabolic adaptation. These ketones fuel your brain. While the brain usually relies on glucose, during fasting, it switches to ketones. This provides constant energy. Many report a new sense of mental clarity and stable energy levels. But something else is happening deep within. In the next part, we'll explore deep cellular cleaning. In the background, another powerful process is running: autophagy. This is a state where your body breaks down damaged structures. Old proteins are recycled. Defective cell components are removed and replaced by new, healthy parts. Your body is effectively cleaning itself. It's not visible from the outside, but it's biologically intense and highly active. This process is amplified by longer fasting. The longer you fast, the more profound this regenerative effect becomes. At the same time, your hormonal system adapts. Your body begins to save energy and unnecessary processes are dialed back. This state is intense, but it leads to stability. Next, we'll look at the final stage of this adaptation. This is a deep survival mechanism. When no food is available, your system becomes more efficient and stable. This state is intense, but it leads to stability. Next, we'll look at the final stage of this adaptation. In this phase, many report a profound sense of peace. Hunger fades away, replaced by a steady, constant stream of energy. Individual reactions vary. Some feel a sudden surge of power, while others experience a quiet, sustained focus. This is more than just a break from food. It is a complete adaptation. Your body is changing its entire survival strategy. You move from relying on constant intake to the highly efficient utilization of your own stored energy, from glucose to fat, from fluctuation to total stability. Your body has reached a new biological balance. This balance is the ultimate goal, a new state of efficiency that prepares your system for even deeper changes. At 72 hours, your body reaches an evolutionary milestone. It's no longer a break, it's a systemic reconfiguration. Research shows that after 3 days, 1/3 of proteins in your major organs alter their expression. This is the strategic pivot to deep maintenance and systemic renewal. Mitophagy peaks as your body recycles old mitochondria to ensure peak energy efficiency. Your blood signature transforms. Almost every tissue is touched by this biological reset. You now operate on a new standard of efficiency, a controlled and highly selective process. Your cells become more robust as you reboot your entire biological system. But the biggest change is next. We'll see how this triggers an immune system rebirth. Scientists have uncovered a remarkable effect of prolonged fasting. It acts as a regenerative switch for your immune system. When you pass the 72-hour mark, your body begins to systematically recycle old and damaged immune cells. This process forces hematopoietic stem cells into a state of active self-renewal, replacing the old guard with fresh defenders. The key is the dramatic drop in an enzyme called pKa. This reduction is the specific signal that tells your stem cells to rebuild. Simultaneously, levels of the growth hormone IGF-1 decrease, reducing cellular stress and promoting long-term longevity. The result is a younger, more resilient immune population, rebuilt from the ground up to be more efficient. This provides a profound layer of internal protection, strengthening your body's ability to handle external challenges. But how does the body preserve your muscles during this time? Next, we'll explore the massive surge in growth hormone. While your body burns fat for fuel, it also activates a powerful protective mechanism, the surge of growth hormone, or HGH. During this stage, HGH levels can spike by as much as 500% to preserve your physical structure. This hormone surge protects your muscle mass and bone density, ensuring your body targets fat stores rather than vital tissues. HGH keeps you strong while you utilize stored energy, preventing the breakdown of valuable tissue. Fat oxidation is maximized. Your body becomes a highly efficient machine, powered by its most dense energy source. This shift increases your resilience to metabolic stress as your internal systems work in perfect synergy. In this phase of intense conservation and vitality, your biological age is being positively impacted. But how does this affect your mind? Next, we'll explore BDNF, the nutrient that builds a better, faster brain. While your body regenerates, your brain undergoes its own deep transformation, switching to a mode of maximum resilience. Ketones trigger the release of BDNF, often called fertilizer for the brain. This growth factor promotes the birth of new neurons. BDNF strengthens synaptic connections, enhancing memory and learning. Your brain is essentially being biologically optimized. Die Umstellung auf Ketone reduziert den oxidativen Stress in den Nervenzellen. Dies bietet einen natürlichen Schutz vor neurodegenerativen Prozessen. Research suggests this stage helps clear amyloid beta proteins, a deep housekeeping process for your thinking center. Many report a heightened state of mental clarity. This is the evolutionary hunter-gatherer alertness mode of your brain. Your entire cognitive system reaches a new balance, a state of peak efficiency and stability. But how do you lock in these benefits? In our final part, we'll discuss the critical phase of reactivation, the refeed. The fasting process doesn't end with your first bite. In fact, this marks the beginning of the most important phase, the rebuild. As you reintroduce nutrients, your body activates the mTOR pathway, the biological master switch for growth and repair. Those activated stem cells now begin to multiply rapidly, rebuilding your immune system and organs with fresh, healthy cells. A gentle refeed is vital. Nutrient-dense, simple foods ensure a safe and effective transition back to growth. This is when cleaning gives way to regeneration. Your system uses the fast to return stronger and more efficient than before. Fasting is a powerful tool for health. Respect the process and listen to your body. Thank you for joining this masterclass. With prolonged fasting, it's not just the fast itself that's important. The ending also plays a crucial role. After several days without food, your body is in an adapted state. Your metabolism works differently. Insulin is low, fat burning is active, and ketones are elevated. The body is stable, but also highly sensitive. And that's exactly why refeeding is critical. If you end the fast incorrectly, you can abruptly interrupt the state. A large meal, lots of sugar, many refined carbohydrates. This leads to a rapid insulin spike. The body reacts immediately. Energy rises quickly, and falls just as fast. Stability is lost. The metabolism switches back abruptly. But when done correctly, the opposite happens. A small meal, easily digestible, slow. The body can adapt step by step. Cells take in nutrients. The metabolism remains stable. Digestion starts slowly. Many recommend starting with small amounts, for example, some vegetables, a little egg, or some healthy fat. Then wait, the body reacts. Digestion becomes active. Only then have a second small meal. Don't eat a lot right away. Because after prolonged fasting, your body is more sensitive. Insulin sensitivity is increased. Nutrients are absorbed faster, and that's exactly why caution is important. Another point is electrolytes. During prolonged fasting, the body loses fluid. Glycogen is broken down, and with it, water is released. With this fluid, electrolytes are lost. sodium, potassium, magnesium. These minerals are essential. If they are too low, you may feel weakness, dizziness, or fatigue. That's why adequate hydration is vital. Water, electrolytes, minerals. This supports the body during the fast. Another point is the adaptation phase. When you start a prolonged fast, you might not feel well right away. The body has to switch from glucose to fat. This transition takes time. In this phase, you may feel hunger or mild fatigue. But once you overcome this stage, the condition stabilizes. The body adapts. Energy becomes more consistent. Hunger decreases. And that exactly shows that the adaptation has occurred. Many make the mistake of stopping too early. They feel uncomfortable and think fasting isn't working. But actually, the body is just in a transition phase. If you keep going, the body adapts. And that's where the benefits begin. Prolonged fasting is not a short-term measure. It's a metabolic shift. The body changes its energy source. The metabolism becomes more efficient. Hunger becomes calmer. And that is the most important point. Not just the fast itself, but the understanding of it. When you fast, how you fast, and how you end the fast. An often overlooked point is the natriuresis of fasting. When your insulin levels drop, your kidneys stop storing sodium in water. This is a natural biological response. In the first 3 days, your body can lose significant amounts of sodium. This leads to the excretion of a lot of fluid as glycogen is broken down and water is released. Without enough sodium, you may feel dizzy or have headaches. Your blood pressure can drop. This is why the intake of sea salt or electrolytes is medically crucial during this phase. Many fear losing muscle during prolonged fasting. But your body has a brilliant protective mechanism. It drastically increases the production of growth hormones. This hormone protects your muscle proteins while fat burning is at its peak. Your body utilizes fat as its primary energy source. Your body learns to use fat as a primary and efficient energy source without attacking valuable muscle tissue. This is the metabolic shield. Another major benefit is the increase in metabolic flexibility. This means that your body learns to efficiently switch between burning carbohydrates and fat. Your mitochondria, the powerhouses of your cells, are literally trained through fasting. They become more efficient and more numerous. This is the foundation for long-lasting energy. So, prolonged fasting is a real metabolic reset that sustainably improves your metabolism and makes your hunger in everyday life much calmer. Another fundamental benefit of prolonged fasting is the reduction of chronic systemic inflammation. This can even be clinically proven. Through fasting, key inflammation markers such as C-reactive protein, CRP, and interleukin-8 decrease. Your body calms the immune system and repairs damage at a cellular level. In summary, prolonged fasting is much more than just going without food. It is a powerful medical intervention for your metabolic health. Thank you for being part of this masterclass.